Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have an Etsy haul for you, a little bit different, but I thought I'd show you some of the bits that I bought recently. Originally this was supposed to be a larger haul, but three things I ordered 6 weeks ago and I just don't think they're ever going to arrive, truly. I don't want that to put you off ordering from Etsy sellers because the other ones that I've ordered I'm really happy with. However, whether they'll arrive, I don't know. I will show you them in a vlog if they do. Initially, I bought some stuff. I mean, this was all supposed to be kind of like Halloween, autumnal decor, and I didn't want to put it out until I'd actually shown you it because I'd forget where everything had come from. And it's getting kind of close to the wire now, so that's mostly why I'm filming this video, so I can actually use some of the stuff. I started off by looking for some table stuff. So, you know, like tablecloths, runners, that kind of thing. I like the idea of swapping them out for the different seasons. Table runners are really, really expensive, especially when you've got a big table. My table's 180 centimeters long, and I've got extra pieces that can be put on the ends. So just to find a runner that's more than 180 centimeters long is expensive. And I decided in the end to get two different things, and this was the most cost-effective way that I could do, kind of a seasonal thing. I've got some runners, but I just wanted, you know, if you're going to buy a few, then you don't want to spend an absolute fortune. So I just got this piece of material. This is from a brand, I'll show you, called Blythe and Bonnie. And this is a relatively large piece of material. I'll show you in a second. This was £10.49. I'm trying to figure out how long it is because it says length 0.5 meters, which is definitely not right. So maybe it's like 1.5. because it kind of nearly is the length of the table, which for the price is not bad going. And I just thought this was like really nice print, but it is just a raw piece of fabric. It's not actually a tablecloth. As a base for this, now this was really, really affordable. I don't have the invoice to this one, but it's from the Hessian Shack. I'll try to remember to link everything for you below if I can find it. But you can buy whatever length of Hessian that you want. So although, again, this is not specifically a table runner, it will do. It kind of does the same job for a lot less money. I'll show you what the table looks like at the end. Then how cute is this? This is from, In Other Words, Designs. It's funny that it's called that because I actually couldn't read the actual words on the card at first. The packaging is so cute. So this is a teeny tiny little sign that I'm going to put up a hook in the kitchen, and I'm going to get different little, what are these called? There's a word for these kinds of flags. Pennant. And I'm going to get little kind of different pennants for the different seasons and have a little teeny, I just think it's so cute and it's just nice. It says whatever spices your pumpkin, which feels kitchen appropriate, and it's kind of autumnal without it being like in your face Halloween-y. I also want to show you these. I actually was going to buy this, just, you know, full disclosure, it was sent to me, but I was going to buy these. My friend Karen has an Etsy shop where she crochets things. Oh my goodness, I have to show you the blanket that she made me. She actually made this for me in the spring because it was the colour scheme of our living room. But this is, you know, I mean, talk about autumn in a blanket. How fantastic is this? So she asked me what colours that I wanted. I picked the different kinds of wool to fit in with our kind of 70s vibe of a living room. And it's so cozy, it's gorgeous. Anyway, she sells those on her website as well, or on her Etsy shop. And you can find her on Instagram. I'll link everything below. But I was looking for these because I knew she'd made them last year when I made my Etsy purchases, and she'd forgotten to put them up. So she sent me some and she's put them up now. But how cute are these? And it's got a little cinnamon stick in the top, and she does them in different colours, and they are adorable. Right, we're moving on from the autumn specific stuff. I got some new masks because we're going to America next month. All being well, anything could happen, but in theory we're going to America next month. And there is a mask mandate in America where you have to wear masks. If you're under 12, you have to wear a mask everywhere because under 12s can't be vaccinated. So literally everywhere, Milo will need to wear a mask, which is obviously going to be a weird sensation because we were used to wearing masks in the UK, the adults in the family, and even Ella, who's 16, we were all used to wearing masks and he never had to. So I've had to do a little bit of research to see what the most comfortable masks would be for him to wear. And I bought these ones. Now, the material is different. I would say the grey one feels a little more comfortable. But I bought these specifically because they were adjustable. So the little ends here, you can pull them to make it, oh, pinging it off at you, to make it slacker or tighter around the ear. And I've never seen these before. I don't know if there's a better way of doing this. I feel like I'm ruining the elastic. But I think this is a really genius thing, and I can't believe I haven't had them on my own masks, because some for sure over time the elastic has got a little bit loose. And so this would have been useful, but I thought these were quite cute. So I got him one that's like a checkerboard, like a Vans kind of print, and one that's just a plain grey. And I'm going to get him to wear them when we go places so that he gets used to wearing them. We're going to have to wear them in the airport. We'll have to wear masks on the plane, although I think they'll need to be medical masks, like disposable ones. But in the city, there is a mandate that he has to wear them everywhere. So because of that, I'm going to wear one as well, just, you know, so he's comfortable. Because if you're vaccinated, you don't need to. But I bought this. I think I'm going to buy a couple more of these because I do love a silk mask. And I suspect that we haven't seen the end of masks, even in the UK. There are definitely still stores that want you to wear them. There are still stores that I feel more comfortable wearing one in. If it's a very crowded place, I'll pop on a mask. I don't wear one everywhere anymore. But definitely there are... Oh, I've just noticed this has got the little things on as well. There are definitely some areas that I still want to. So I might buy a couple more of these because they are the best in terms of like for your skin and for your comfort, I would say. Although I did love my Schitt's Creek mask. I wore that to death. In terms of comfort, these were my favourite. I had a couple of silk ones. Can I find them now? I cannot. But I thought I would buy ones that were a bit festive since it will be Christmas time. So I got this one that's kind of like a plum colour, and I thought when it arrives, I'll just test it out, see if I like it, and then I'm going to order like some red, I think. I have two more things. One of them is New York related. It's this. I saw this on Etsy when I was looking for something else, and I thought it was adorable. It is a paper advent calendar. It's called windowcards.co.uk, and this is a New York City advent calendar, and you open a window every day, which obviously, this is actually beautiful. You can actually like slightly pop them out if you wanted to see them ahead of time, but you open a window every day and it's actually a card. So if you wanted to send this to someone, it comes with an envelope, a full-on this sized envelope. You can put Merry Christmas on the back of it, and I think this is so nice. I think it was around £15. I'm not giving you prices because I just can't remember, so you'll have to just check out the links, but I think this is really, really nice, and each window is going to give you a little bit of a scene, like more of a scene into the city. You can get them for all different kinds of places. Manny has just come to sit with me. It's been a while since Manny's grunting and snoring has been in a video. But I'm sitting in here, and he's decided, obviously, I'm talking. He needs to come and sit where I am, because whatever's happening, he's more likely to get a little bit of attention in here than sitting on his own in the living room. Speaking of the living room, I have one final thing, and it is a poster for the living room. I'm not even joking. I had to use a knife, number one, to unpick the staples, and then I had to use a knife to like get out the stopper on this massive room. Of all the places, I pinged it out and it landed on Manny's head. He does know how to put himself in harm's way. Right. So I got this a week ago and I haven't opened it yet. Oh! It's so good. So it's a New York map. I was looking for something kind of abstract-y and black and white for the living room. And I didn't know what I wanted exactly, but I knew I didn't want it to be, I didn't want it to be something that I could get sick of. And I'd seen maps, but they were all a bit live, laugh, love, do you know what I mean? I didn't want like something that said New York on it. I wanted something a bit more obscure. And this is gorgeous. This is exactly what I wanted. Now I'm actually going to have it in a frame this way, even though that's not usually the way that you put a New York map. I just think this is it. This is just perfect. Not the best framing job I've ever done, because I had to kind of like put it alongside something else. Like I put it over the top of something else to give it a border because it wasn't quite big enough for the frame. And also I think I'm going to spray paint this frame black. But I absolutely love this. Obviously, this would look better once I've steamed it, but how cute. It gives that kind of like rustic vibe. I was looking at like 20, 30 pounds absolute minimum for just a really basic runner. And to get one that overhangs this is like, it's crazy. It's so expensive. I said to my friend who can sew things, and she's doing the same as my friend Karen, who makes the little pumpkins. I said she needs to get on this because it's legitimately a thing that, especially in the UK, it was mostly US, little money, mostly US sellers that I was looking at. So you know, if you can sew, get yourself on Etsy and make some table runners because there's a market for them. So this is basically just like a little layer. I could potentially put one of my plain runners or tablecloths underneath this, and this just adds like a rustic element to it. And although I wouldn't necessarily have this out all of the time, I think if you were going to have people over for dinner, or if you were going to have like a special meal, this is nice. And, you know, maybe I will leave it up all the time. I thought I would show you this in situ too. I may just close the blinds. Not perfect, but it helps some. I love it. I do think that the frame needs to be black. This frame is going to have something else in it, and it's going to go up that way. And then I'm just going to put a few things. I'm just going to kind of like layer them a little bit. I just wanted something, because this is such a massive wall. I wanted a large something to take up a good portion, and then I'll put some extra things in around. But I'm really, really happy with that, as well as my beautiful blanket. So I'll link everything that I can find for you below. I know with Etsy sellers, sometimes people come and go, and sometimes listings aren't always there, but I'll find what I can. And yeah, hopefully this was useful for those of you who were maybe trying to shop small for some autumnal decor this season.